News 1. Isabella Merced. A Journey from Broadway to Hollywood. Early life and background. Isabella Yolanda Moner was born on July 10, 2001, in Cleveland, Ohio, to Catherine, a Peruvian immigrant, and Patrick Moner, of Louisiana descent. Raised in a bilingual household, Isabella's first language was Spanish, and she often felt a stronger connection to her Peruvian heritage than her American roots. She has 2 brothers and spent her formative years in Cleveland before moving to New York City to pursue her acting dreams. At the age of 6, Isabella's life took a pivotal turn when her family's home in Cleveland was destroyed by a fire. To help her cope with the trauma, her parents encouraged her to audition for a local production of The Wizard of Oz. She was cast as a Munchkin, marking the beginning of her acting career. This experience ignited her passion for the stage, leading her to attend the Fairmount Performing Arts Conservatory, where she honed her skills under the guidance of Broadway producer Fred Sternfeld. Sternfeld recognized her talent and persuaded her mother to take Isabella to New York City to audition for Broadway roles. Broadway beginnings. At just 10 years old, Isabella made her Broadway debut in the musical Evita, performing alongside Ricky Martin. This opportunity allowed her to showcase her singing and acting abilities, setting the stage for her future in the entertainment industry. Her time on Broadway not only refined her craft, but also exposed her to the demands and rewards of professional theater. Transition to television and film. Isabella's transition from theater to television was marked by her lead role in Nickelodeon's 100 Things to Do Before High School, 2014-2016. Where she portrayed C.J. Martin. The show was well received, and Isabella's performance garnered attention, paving the way for her entry into film. In 2017, she appeared in Transformers: The Last Knight, playing Isabella, a street-smart orphan who befriends Optimus Prime. Her performance was noted for bringing depth to a character that could have been one-dimensional. The same year, she voiced Heather in the animated film The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature, showcasing her versatility as a voice actress. In 2018, Isabella took on more mature roles. She starred in Sicario, Day of the Soldado, portraying Isabel Reyes, the daughter of a drug cartel head. Her performance was praised for its emotional depth and maturity. Later that year, she appeared in Instant Family, a comedy drama about a couple who adopt 3 children, where she played Lizzie, the eldest daughter. Breakthrough with Dora and the Lost City of Gold. 2019 marked a significant milestone in Isabella's career, with her starring role in Dora and the Lost City of Gold, a live-action adaptation of the beloved children's series. She portrayed Dora, a teenage explorer who embarks on an adventure to save her parents and solve the mystery behind a lost city of gold. The film was a commercial success and introduced Isabella to a broader audience, earning her accolades for her charismatic and grounded performance. Following Dora, Isabella continued to diversify her roles. She starred in the romantic comedy Let It Snow, based on the novel by John Green, and appeared in Sweet Girl, a Netflix action thriller alongside Jason Momoa, rebranding as Isabella Merced. In 2019, Isabella made a personal and professional decision to change her stage name to Isabella Merced, honoring her late grandmother. She explained that the name change was a way to start a new chapter in her career and life. Alongside her acting endeavors, Isabella pursued music, releasing her debut single Poppy in October 2019, followed by her first music video in November. In May 2020, she released her debut EP, The Better Half of Me, through Republic Records, which was well received and showcased her musical talents, expanding horizons, television, and voice work. Isabella's talents extended beyond film and music. She voiced the character of Lucky Prescott in the animated series Spirit Untamed 2021, and appeared in the romantic comedy Father of the Bride 2022. In 2023, she voiced Kim in the animated film Migration and starred in Rosaline, a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Her television work included a recurring role in the animated series Maya and the Three, 2021, where she voiced the character of Widow Queen, and a guest appearance in the reality competition series The Amazing Race Canada, 2019. Recent projects and future endeavors. In 2024, Isabella starred in Turtles All the Way Down, an adaptation of John Green's novel, and in Alien, Romulus, a film in the Alien franchise. She also joined the cast of Madame Web, a film set in the Spider-Man universe, where she portrayed Anya Corazon. Looking ahead, Isabella has several projects lined up. She is set to appear in the second season of HBO's The Last of Us, portraying Dina, a character from the popular video game series. She has also been cast as Kendra Saunders' Hawkgirl in the upcoming DC film Superman, Legacy 2025, marking her entry into the superhero genre. Beyond acting, Isabella has expressed interest in producing and directing, aiming to create original content that reflects her diverse cultural background and personal experiences. She has also been an advocate for mental health awareness, openly discussing her struggles with anxiety and polycystic ovary syndrome. Personal life and advocacy. Isabella is openly queer and has been in queer relationships. She has cited Emily Estefan as an inspiration for living her truth and aims to contribute to the representation of the queer community in American popular culture. She has also been open about her experiences with mental health, including her struggles with anxiety, and has used her platform to raise awareness and reduce stigma. Her mother has battled breast cancer, and as of 2020, she is in remission. Isabella has spoken about the impact of her mother's illness on her family and how it has influenced her perspective on life and career. Legacy and impact. Isabella Merced's journey from a young girl in Cleveland to a rising star in Hollywood is a testament to her talent, resilience, and dedication. She has successfully navigated the challenges of child stardom and has emerged as a versatile actress capable of taking on a wide range of roles. Her commitment to authenticity, representation, and mental health advocacy has endeared her to fans and colleagues alike. As she continues to expand her horizons in the entertainment industry, Isabella Merced is poised to become a leading figure in Hollywood, inspiring future generations of actors and creators. News 2. Madeline Brewer, a portrait of grit and grace in Hollywood. Madeline Catherine Brewer is an American actress whose work spans television, film, and theater. Known for her bold choices and emotionally raw performances, Brewer has carved a path that blends courage, vulnerability, and artistic versatility. From her roots in a small New Jersey town to her acclaimed performance in The Handmaid's Tale, Brewer has established herself as one of the most compelling talents of her generation. Early life and creative beginnings. Born on May 1, 1992, in Pitman, New Jersey, Madeline grew up in a family where music and performance were valued. Her father, Mark Brewer, was a musician, and her mother, Lori, also encouraged her artistic growth. Pitman, a modest town, didn't have the trappings of Hollywood, but it did give Madeline a tight-knit community and the chance to shine on local stages. Her acting journey began early. At age 8, she appeared in a production of A Christmas Carol. During her high school years at Pitman High School, she was deeply involved in school plays and earned the title of Miss Pitman 2010. That moment, though small on the national stage, was big in Madeline's personal narrative. It affirmed her love of performance and her desire to pursue it professionally. Training and moved to New York City. Madeline took her passion further by attending the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, AMDA, in New York City. At AMDA, she trained in musical theater, developing vocal, acting, and movement skills in a conservatory setting known for preparing students for Broadway and beyond. In her final semester, She caught the attention of industry professionals during a showcase move that soon led her to her breakout television debut. Breakthrough with Orange is the New Black. Madeline's on-screen career began in 2013 with the groundbreaking Netflix series Orange is the New Black. Cast as Tricia Miller, a drug-addicted inmate with a tragic storyline, Madeline delivered a heartbreakingly human performance. Though her character appeared only in the first season, she left a lasting impression and announced herself as a serious, dramatic talent. The role of Tricia opened doors and led Madeline into other genres and networks, including her eerie turn as Miranda Cates in Hemlock Grove and a chilling performance in the Black Mirror episode Men Against Fire. In these roles, she demonstrated her range moving between drama, horror, and science fiction with ease. The role that redefined her career, The Handmaid's Tale. In 2017, Madeline Brewer was cast as Janine Lindo in Hulu's acclaimed dystopian series, The Handmaid's Tale. Her character, a young woman who endures forced childbearing under a theocratic regime, is both mentally unstable and fiercely resilient. Brewer's portrayal of Janine was hauntingly real, at times heartbreaking, at others defiant. She captured the chaos of trauma, the fragility of hope, and the absurdity of survival in a world designed to break women. For her work, she received widespread praise and was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series in 2021. Her commitment to portraying mental health issues with authenticity struck a chord with audiences and critics alike. Film career and notable performances. While The Handmaid's Tale solidified her place in television, Brewer continued to take bold risks in film. In 2018, she starred in Cam, a psychological horror film about a webcam performer whose identity is stolen by an AI copy. The role required her to confront issues of privacy, identity, and performance in the digital age, and she delivered a performance that was unsettling, brave, and critically praised. Other film credits include Braid, 2018, a surreal horror film about delusion and control. The Ultimate Playlist of Noise, 2021, a coming-of-age drama. Separation, 2021, a psychological thriller. Anniversary, in post-production, 2025 release expected. Each film reinforced Brewer's reputation as an actress, unafraid to challenge herself and her audience. Stage debut and West End success. In 2023, Brewer made her West End stage debut in the iconic musical Cabaret, playing the lead role of Sally Bowles. The production was housed at London's Playhouse Theatre and received rave reviews. Her performance was hailed as electric, vulnerable, and uniquely her own, proving that Brewer's roots in musical theater remained strong, and that she could carry a live show just as powerfully as she does on screen. Personal life and advocacy. Off-screen, Madeline has been candid about her personal struggles, especially relating to mental health and reproductive rights. In 2022, she revealed that she had an abortion at age 20, around the time she booked her first major acting role. She shared that the decision allowed her to prioritize her mental health and career, emphasizing how critical reproductive choice is for women, especially those in the public eye. She also speaks openly about anxiety and mental health, helping destigmatize these issues among her peers and fans. As a public figure, Brewer continues to advocate for compassion, autonomy, and mental wellness, using her growing platform with purpose. Latest work and the future ahead. In 2024, Brewer joined Netflix's hit series You for its fifth and final season, playing Bronte, a character entangled in the dangerous obsession of Joe Goldberg. The role again allowed her to explore psychological nuance and gender dynamics, areas she's repeatedly shown interest in through her past work. Looking ahead, Madeline shows no signs of slowing down. Whether she's stepping into a psychologically complex role, singing live in a musical, or challenging social taboos, she remains an artist driven by depth, not flash. Conclusion: a performer of substance. Madeline Brewer is not your typical Hollywood star. She doesn't chase conventional fame or glamour. She chases roles that mean something, that speak to the complexity of human experience. From her early days in Pittman to the Emmy-nominated turns on Hulu, from horror films to Broadway-style performances, Brewer has shown that she is a force of artistry and authenticity. With her fearless role choices and deeply empathetic portrayals, Madeline Brewer is not just acting, she's elevating the medium itself. News 3. Penn Badgley, a portrait of the artist behind the mystery. Penn Badgley is an American actor, producer, and musician best known for his breakout role as Dan Humphrey in Gossip Girl, and his dark turn as Joe Goldberg in Netflix's You. With a career that spans teen drama, psychological thrillers, and indie music, Badgley has become known for roles that explore duality. The charming intellectual hiding deep obsession, the lover with secrets, the outsider looking in. But beyond his screen persona lies an artist deeply thoughtful about fame, identity, and personal growth. Early life and education. Penn Dayton Badgley was born on November 1, 1986, in Baltimore, Maryland, to Duff Bagley and Lynn Murphy. His parents divorced when he was 12, and he spent much of his childhood between Richmond, Virginia, and Seattle, Washington. His father was a newspaper reporter turned carpenter, while his mother worked as a preschool teacher. Penn showed early artistic interest, doing voiceovers for children's radio when he was around 11. Encouraged by his mother, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting at just 14. He later took the California High School Proficiency Exam and briefly attended Santa Monica College before transferring to the University of Southern California, and later attending Lewis and Clark College in Oregon for 2 years. Acting career, early roles, and breakthrough. Penn's acting career began in the late 1990s and early 2000s with guest roles in shows like Will and Grace, Daddy-O, The Brothers Garcia, and What I Like About You. He also lent his voice to video games, including Mario Golf 64 and Mario Tennis 64. His first lead role came in the WB's The Mountain, 2004-2005, followed by a more notable role in The Bedford Diaries, 2006. But true recognition came in 2007, when he was cast as Dan Humphrey, the brooding, literate outsider in Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl, fame, criticism, and legacy. Running from 2007 to 2012, Gossip Girl made Badgley a household name. Set in the Upper East Side of New York, the show followed a group of wealthy teens whose lives were tracked by an anonymous blogger. As Dan, Penn played the intellectual Brooklyn outsider dubbed Lonely Boy, whose romantic entanglement with Serena van der Woodsen, played by Blake Lively, became central to the series. Despite the show's popularity, Badgley had a complicated relationship with it. He has publicly stated that while Gossip Girl brought fame and opportunities, it also clashed with his personal values. He struggled with the show's messaging around wealth, privilege, and moral ambiguity. Nonetheless, his performance helped define a generation of teen drama, film roles, and transition to indie projects. While working on Gossip Girl, Badgley began appearing in films, including John Tucker Must Die, 2006, a teen comedy; The Stepfather, 2009, a thriller remake; Easy A, 2010, a critically acclaimed comedy alongside Emma Stone, where he played the lovable woodchuck Todd. In 2012, he took a dramatic turn as the late musician Jeff Buckley in Greetings from Tim Buckley. The film premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, with critics praising Badgley's performance and vocal work. After Gossip Girl, Badgley consciously distanced himself from mainstream Hollywood, focusing instead on independent film and his music. Musical career with Mo THXR. Penn is also the lead singer of Moth XR, an indie rock band he formed with friends in Brooklyn. The band's debut album, Centerfold, 2016, features an atmospheric, synth-heavy sound that reflects Badgley's artistic interests beyond acting. They toured internationally and gained a loyal following in the alternative music scene. Music, for Badgley, was a space to explore creativity outside the spotlight of Hollywood. Return to television. In 2018, Penn returned to mainstream attention with Netflix's You, a psychological thriller based on Caroline Kepnes's novel. He stars as Joe Goldberg, a bookstore manager who becomes dangerously obsessed with the women he dates, rationalizing his crimes as romantic gestures. The role is a dark mirror of the nice guy archetype. Penn's performance drew praise for its layered complexity. Joe is charming, intelligent, and even sympathetic, yet deeply disturbed. Ironically, Penn has often spoken out against the romanticization of Joe, reminding audiences that the character is not a hero, but a deeply toxic figure. You became a massive success across 4 seasons, sparking debates about toxic relationships, parasocial obsession, and digital voyeurism. Personal life and beliefs. Penn Badgley is known for being private and introspective. In 2017, he married Domino Kirka, a singer and doula, and sister of actresses Jemima and Lola Kirka. The couple had a son in 2020. Spiritually, Penn has explored Baha'i faith, Christianity, and meditation, and he's known for speaking thoughtfully about religion, philosophy, and ethics. He's also been vocal about social justice, feminism, and the dangers of celebrity worship. He's an outspoken critic of the culture that can blur the line between character and actor, especially with his role in You, where fans sometimes confuse fiction with reality. In interviews, he emphasizes empathy, accountability, and the importance of not glamorizing harmful behavior. Podcasting and public discourse. In 2023, Penn launched a podcast titled Pod Crushed, where he and co-hosts explore the awkwardness of adolescence and share listeners' real stories of middle school. The podcast merges humor, heart, and Penn's own reflections and has featured guests like Drew Barrymore and Rainn Wilson. It's yet another platform where Badgley leans into authenticity and thoughtful conversation over shallow celebrity chatter. Legacy and ongoing influence. Penn Badgley's career has evolved dramatically, from teen heartthrob to indie musician to cultural commentator. He's an actor unafraid of morally complex roles and a person constantly striving for growth, both creatively and personally. Rather than chase roles for fame, he's chosen work that interrogates identity, ethics, and the darker side of human behavior. As Joe Goldberg in You, or as himself in interviews and on podcasts, Penn Badgley invites us to look beneath the surface and maybe even question what we admire in the characters we watch. News 4. Kaitlyn Dever. From child star to dramatic powerhouse. Kaitlyn Dever is an American actress and producer whose talent, emotional depth, and versatility have made her one of the most compelling young performers in Hollywood. Known for her breakout roles in both indie and mainstream projects, she has captivated audiences with performances that are as nuanced as they are powerful. From early comedic roles to searing dramatic turns, Dever has built a career defined not by fame, but by substance, and she's just getting started. Early life and education. Kaitlyn Rochelle Dever was born on December 21, 1996, in Phoenix, Arizona, to Kathy and Tim Dever. Her father was a voice actor for characters at Barney and Friends, and Kaitlyn was exposed to performance at a very young age. Her interest in acting emerged as early as 5 years old when she started participating in commercials and school plays. Her family recognized her talent early and supported her ambitions. The Devers eventually moved to Dallas, Texas, where Kaitlyn studied acting at the Dallas Young Actors Studio. The decision to pursue acting more seriously led the family to relocate again, this time to Los Angeles, the heart of the entertainment industry. Career beginnings, early television work. Dever's professional acting career began with guest roles in popular TV shows. She made appearances in Make It or Break It, 2009, Modern Family, 2009, Private Practice, 2010. Her first major break came in 2011 when she was cast as Eve Baxter, the tomboy youngest daughter of Tim Allen's character in the sitcom Last Man Standing. She stayed on the show from 2011 to 2021, appearing as a series regular in earlier seasons and recurring in later ones. Her comedic timing and grounded portrayal made her a standout on the family-friendly series. Transition to film and indie stardom. While Last Man Standing gave her a mainstream platform, Dever began carving out a strong reputation in independent film. Some of her early notable roles include Bad Teacher, 2011, alongside Cameron Diaz, The Spectacular Now, 2013, a poignant coming-of-age drama. Short Term 12, 2013, where she played Jaden, a teenager in a group home. Her performance was widely praised for its emotional honesty. Her work in Short Term 12 is often cited as a turning point, showing her ability to handle deeply emotional material with grace beyond her years. Breakthrough roles and critical acclaim. In 2019, Caitlin took on two career-defining roles that showcased her remarkable range. 1. Booksmart, 2019. Directed by Olivia Wilde, Booksmart was a sharp, funny, and heartfelt high school comedy, in which Dever starred as Amy, a shy, queer teenager experiencing one wild night before graduation. Paired with Beanie Feldstein, the duo was praised for their chemistry, comedic timing, and depth. The film was both a commercial and critical success, and became an instant favorite among Gen Z viewers. 2. Unbelievable, 2019. In stark contrast, Dever starred in Netflix's Unbelievable, a limited series based on the true story of a teenager who was wrongly accused of lying about her rape. Playing Marie Adler, Dever delivered a haunting, restrained performance that earned her Golden Globe and Critics' Choice Award nominations. Widespread critical acclaim for her portrayal of trauma and injustice. This role cemented her status as a serious dramatic actress and showed her commitment to telling socially significant stories. Continued success and versatility. Dever continued to balance studio projects with meaningful independent work. Some of her recent credits include Dirty Dear Evan Hansen, 2021, as Zoe Murphy, the love interest in the film adaptation of the Broadway musical, Rosaline, 2022, a comedic twist on Romeo and Juliet told from Rosaline's perspective. Tradit Ticket to Paradise, 2022, a romantic comedy where she starred opposite Julia Roberts and George Clooney as their daughter. In 2023, Dever was cast in the second season of HBO's The Last of Us, playing the fan-favorite character Abby from the video game franchise, further proving her ability to take on bold, transformative roles. Advocacy and public image. While Caitlin Dever maintains a relatively low profile, she has used her voice to support causes such as mental health awareness, LGBTQ+ representation, women's rights and equity in entertainment. She has spoken openly about the responsibility she feels when portraying real-life stories like Unbelievable, often crediting her roles as tools for empathy and social awareness. Her public image is refreshingly authentic. Dever is known for being thoughtful, grounded, and careful about the projects she chooses. Awards and recognition. Caitlin Dever has received numerous nominations and accolades, including Golden Globe nominee for Unbelievable and Dopesick, Critics' Choice Award nominee. Featured on Variety's Power of Young Hollywood and Forbes 30 Under 30 list, she has been consistently praised by critics and filmmakers alike as one of the most promising talents of her generation. Music and personal interests. In addition to acting, Kaitlyn Dever is also musically inclined. Alongside her sister, she forms one half of the indie folk band Beulah Bell, where they sing, write songs, and play instruments. Their sound is ethereal and heartfelt, blending harmonies with storytelling. Dever often credits music as another creative outlet, one that complements her work as an actor and allows her to explore emotions in a different medium. Looking ahead, with a string of critically acclaimed performances behind her and a growing list of high-profile projects ahead, Kaitlyn Dever is not just a rising star, she's already arrived. Her thoughtful role selection, natural charisma, and quiet strength make her a standout among her peers. As she continues to evolve as an artist, whether through film, TV, or music, Kaitlyn Dever is building a legacy of empathy, intelligence, and creative integrity. News 5. Bella Ramsey. Breaking boundaries through bold performances. Bella Ramsey is a British actor whose powerful presence and emotional depth have made them one of the most talked-about talents of their generation. Rising to fame as the fierce Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones, Ramsey has since proven their versatility through roles in major productions like The Last of Us, becoming a celebrated figure not just in acting, but in pushing boundaries of representation and identity in entertainment. Early life and education. Isabella May Ramsey was born on September 30, 2003, in Nottingham, England. They grew up in a supportive family environment and were homeschooled through much of their early life. Bella's passion for acting began early, and they started attending acting classes at the Stagecoach Theatre Arts branch in Loughborough when they were just 4 years old. Later, they enrolled at the Television Workshop, a Nottingham-based school for aspiring actors, which has produced other well-known British performers. This training helped Bella develop their skills and gain the confidence to enter the world of professional acting. Breakthrough: Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones. In 2016, at just 12 years old, Bella Ramsey made an unforgettable television debut as Lyanna Mormont, the young and commanding Lady of Bear Island, in the HBO hit series Game of Thrones. Despite limited screen time, their performance was widely praised for its maturity, presence, and sharp delivery. Bella's portrayal of Lyanna instantly made them a fan favorite and a symbol of strength and defiance. They continued to appear throughout the series until its final season in 2019, leaving a lasting impression as one of the youngest yet most memorable characters in the show's expansive universe. Post-Game of Thrones, career and expanding horizons. After their breakout, Bella continued to take on diverse roles that highlighted their range as an actor. Notable performances include Mildred Hubble in The Worst Witch, CBBC Netflix, 2017 to 2020. A beloved role in a children's fantasy series, where Bella played a quirky and determined young witch. Hilda, Netflix, voice role, 2018-present. Bella voices the titular character in this acclaimed animated series, which has won several Annie Awards and earned praise for its storytelling and animation. Judy in Resistance, 2020. A Holocaust drama in which Bella starred alongside Jesse Eisenberg, showcasing their dramatic capabilities. Jane Grey in Becoming Elizabeth, 2022. A period drama in which Bella appeared in a historical setting, further demonstrating their range. Bella consistently chose roles that went beyond surface-level characters, opting for complex, intelligent, and emotionally rich parts. Global recognition. The Last of Us. In 2023, Bella took on the leading role of Ellie in HBO's post-apocalyptic drama, The Last of Us, based on the critically acclaimed video game. Starring opposite Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella's performance as the teenage survivor navigating a devastated world brought global attention and widespread critical acclaim. Their portrayal of Ellie was emotionally layered, balancing teenage sarcasm deep trauma, and fierce loyalty. For this role, Bella received multiple nominations, including Primetime Emmy Award nomination, Golden Globe nomination, Critics' Choice Television Award nomination. They also gained praise for their physical performance, emotional intensity, and on-screen chemistry with Pascal. Personal identity and advocacy. In recent years, Bella Ramsey has become a vocal and important figure in conversations about gender identity and inclusivity in the entertainment industry. In 2023, they publicly shared that they identify as non-binary and use they/them pronouns, though they are also comfortable with she, he, her. In interviews, Bella has emphasized the importance of allowing young people to explore who they are without judgment. Their openness has made them a role model for many, particularly young fans grappling with gender and identity. They've also been involved in discussions around mental health, having spoken candidly about their own experiences with anxiety and eating disorders. Their honesty and advocacy for compassionate storytelling and representation reflect their values both as an artist and a person. Other projects and continued success. In addition to The Last of Us, Bella Ramsey has continued to build a diverse portfolio of projects. Recent and upcoming appearances include Catherine Called Birdy, 2022, a medieval comedy-drama film directed by Lena Dunham, where Bella played the title role of Birdy, showcasing their comedic chops and charm. Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, 2023, a sequel to the beloved animated film, with Bella voicing the lead character, Molly. Monstrous Beauty, upcoming. A period drama in which Bella plays a woman navigating court life while dealing with a rare skin condition. Each project further cements Bella's commitment to unique, character-driven stories that challenge convention and offer new perspectives. Accolades and recognition. Bella Ramsey's talent and impact have not gone unnoticed. In addition to their acting award nominations, they've been featured on numerous Rising Star and Young Hollywood lists, including BAFTA Breakthrough Brits, Time 100 Next, Variety's 10 Actors to Watch. Their work has drawn praise from critics, fans, and industry veterans alike, not just for their skills, but for their maturity, compassion, and commitment to representation. Legacy in the making. Bella Ramsey is more than a rising star. They are a bold, compassionate, and fiercely talented performer reshaping what it means to be a young actor today. With fearless choices, both on and off screen, they are setting a new standard for authenticity in Hollywood. Whether leading global franchises or lending their voice to animated favorites, Bella brings a rare mix of intellect, soul, and courage to everything they do. I have tried to highlight some important issues on behalf of our channel. Please support me. I am ending today's video by inviting you to watch the next video. Goodbye.